This is Mark chapter 12 and verse 29. Yawasap answered them and said, the first of all commandments is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is the Lord. Shema Yasha'Allah, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad Aman.
All right, let's get into it. Lock here for the way. Let's get into it. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 33, verse 10. Baruch Hashem. Barak, you get Isaiah 10. Hold that.
This is Sirach, chapter 33, verse 10.
Yeah.
And all men are from the ground.
So all men are from the ground, right? You like to hear that. Everybody's created equal. Read.
And all men are from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam was created of earth.
Read.
And much knowledge the Lord hath divided them.
He what?
And much knowledge the Lord hath divided
So
them.
in much knowledge, the Most High divided us. He created everybody for their own purpose. Read.
And much knowledge the Lord hath divided them.
Mm-hmm.
And made their ways diverse.
And he made their ways diverse. So he made one to be what? Righteous. And one to be wicked. Most High also said, what he made crooked, you cannot make straight. But for some reason, he wants this person engrafted. For some reason, he will kill his own people, hate his own people, to love something that is contrary to what the Most High designed them to be. If he designed this person, if he designed these people to be wicked, guess what? There's nothing you can do to make them righteous. Keep reading.
Verse 12. Some of them hath he blessed.
Some of them hath he blessed. Go ahead.
And exalted.
And exalted. Read.
And some of them hath he sanctified.
Go ahead.
And set near himself.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them,
go ahead.
hath he cursed.
Has he what?
Hath he
But
cursed.
some of them he's cursed. Read.
And brought low.
And brought low. Go ahead.
And turned out of their places.
And what?
And turned out of their places.
And made their places desolate. Made their places waste. Because that's why the Most High designed them. Nothing more, nothing less. Keep reading.
Verse 13. As the clay is in the potter's hand.
Go ahead.
To fashion it as his pleasure.
At what?
To fashion it at his pleasure.
To fashion it at his pleasure. So he designed it for his purpose, for his will, for his glory. Yeah?
So man is in the hand of him.
Hold on, read that again.
So man is in the hand of him.
Man is in the hand of him, not your doctrine. Read.
That made him.
Go ahead.
To render to them as liking him best.
Go ahead.
Good is set against evil.
Read it again.
Good is set against evil.
Good is set against evil. Now we're going to get into who's the good, but we're definitely going to get into who's the evil. That's what this class is about. Who is the evil? Because I'm sick and tired of everybody caping for somebody who is evil, man. Go ahead.
Good is set against evil.
Read.
And life against death.
And life against death. Finish it up.
So is the godly against the sinner.
Go ahead.
And the sinner against the godly.
Okay, now let's go to Isaiah chapter 10. Isaiah chapter 10. Ten and 1. You got it, bro? No, bro, got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Read it again.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Destruction unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. And that's what you see upon this land. Well, anybody can get married, just alphabet community and LGBT, and you see all the whole abortion fight. These are these unrighteous decrees, man. You've seen it with the drug wars in the 80s going into the 90s that decimated, destroyed our neighborhoods. Them invading South America and placing up their own leaders. This is what they do. they create these unrighteous decrees, man. And this is how they control the earth. Keep reading.
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Go ahead.
To turn aside the needy from judgment.
To turn aside the needy from judgment. Go ahead.
To take away the right from the poor of my people.
And to take away the right from the poor of my people. If this is not who we're about to get into, who is it then? What did he say in Job 9:24? Where and who is he then? You tell me who's the wicked of the earth. You tell me who dropped nuclear bombs in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. You tell me every time you walk outside and you see a plane drawing a white line in the sky, who's doing that? You tell me the reason why you have to go to a supermarket and see if it's non-GMO. Why do you have to do that? Why? You tell me that feeling you get every time you get pulled over. Even though you know you ain't doing it, you got a Bible on the dash, you don't do drugs. If you have a weapon, it's legal. But for some reason, when he pulls you over, your heart begins to race. You think your life is about the end. Because these are the people who are ruling this earth in wickedness. Finish up that verse.
And to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Go ahead.
That widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Now jump down to verse 5.
Verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger,
Go ahead.
and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him.
Read that again.
O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger.
Go ahead.
And the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
And Salakia, read that again one more time. I want y'all to hear this.
O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger.
What did the Assyrians do? They put the northern kingdom of captivity and attacked the southern kingdom as well, and put many other people in subjection. And it's saying right here that Assyria is the rod of the Most High's anger, because the Most High sets up and uses whom he pleases. Okay?
And the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
And the staff in their hand is the Most High's indignation. You understand that? The Most High controls whom he pleases. He kills. Matter of fact, get that in Samuel real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Is that 2 and 6? 1 Samuel 2 and 6? Or 2 Samuel 2 and 6? One of the two? Get that real quick.
1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive. Go ahead.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So everything is within the Most High's will, man. And there's nothing you can do against that. Let's go to Ephesians 6 and 2. 6 and 12, Salakia. See, a lot of people like to go into conspiracy theories as well, right? I'm a realist. That's what I like to think myself as. I don't really go into conspiracy theories. I like to go into things I can prove. I can see with my own eyes when I look in the sky, I see chemtrails. That's not a conspiracy theory. I can see that, what do they call it, Yeshaya? Those people that create them seeds? Monsanto. I can look up Monsanto and see how they're fighting against the organic and non-GMO farms. And then they're going right next to them, and then their GMO seeds are conquering their farms, and eventually they have to sell it. This is what they're doing. We don't have to make it up. It's not a conspiracy. This is what's happening on the world. Yeah, read that.
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood. So it's hard to hear that, because when we go outside, it's flesh and blood. When we go outside, it's cops gunning us down. We're getting mass incarcerated. But everything in the physical has something that goes on in the spiritual, man. So just as, and I've been saying this for years, just as the Most High has a chosen people, being the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Negro and Indian descent, you don't think Satan has a chosen people? You don't think Satan has a particular vessel that he loves to use? And he uses this vessel the most out of everybody on earth? Well, that'd be the so-called white man. That'd be Esau. Let's go to Isaiah 46 and 10. Isaiah 46 and 10. And somebody else get Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. Somebody else get my favorite, or one of my favorites, Hosea 12 and 10.
This is Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning.
Go ahead.
And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done.
So the Most High declared the end from the beginning. He showed you exactly what he's going to do in the end times with what he did in the beginning. That's what he did. So that very same thing that happened in the garden is happening now. That's what you have to understand. The very same thing Abraham went through. Listen, Abraham grew up in a pagan household. Do you understand that? Get that in Joshua real quick. Let's prove that. What's that? Joshua 24, the second verse? You know what I want.
Joshua chapter 24 and verse 2. And Joshua said unto all the people, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel.
Go ahead.
Your fathers dwelt on the other side of the flood.
You see, we dwelt on the other side. Abraham dwelt on the other side of the flood. Being he lived in Mesopotamia, in ancient Sumeria. This is where we come from. Go ahead.
Your fathers dwelt on the other side of the flood in the whole time.
Go ahead.
Even Terah, the father of Abraham.
Even Terah, the father of Abraham. Go ahead.
And the father of Nachor. Even Terah, the father of Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
And the father of Nachor.
Go ahead.
And they served other gods.
And they what?
And they served other gods.
And they served other gods. Now, most of us, despite some of the men up here that were born in this truth, most of us grew up with Christmas, Thanksgiving. We grew up serving other gods. We grew up, oh, yeah, the Bible, yeah, whatever. But anytime I heard the Bible, I'm gonna be honest, I'm like, white Jesus. That's what always kept me away from it. Because the white people were the one that was oppressing us in the neighborhood I grew up in. So why would I serve a God that kills us? You understand? So, just as Abraham came up under other gods, but the Most High told him, go and flee. Flee Babylon. Come out of her, my people. You see the similitudes that the Most High uses? The same thing he's told Abraham to do in the physical. Now he's telling us to do that in the spiritual. To come out of the philosophies. Come out of these religions, so on and so forth. Read that again in Isaiah.
This is Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10.
Go ahead.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
He declared the end from the beginning. Go ahead.
And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done.
And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done. Go ahead.
Saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Now let's go to Ecclesiastes 1 and 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be.
Mm-hmm.
And that which is done is that which shall be done.
Mm-hmm.
There is no new thing under the sun.
So there's no new thing under the sun. So even when you think about technology and all of this, the white man can't explain the pyramids. The white man can't explain certain ruins that he continues to find that shows works of power drills, shows works of machinery. The white man can't explain the Baghdad battery, that it's a literal battery in Iraq that's made out of fruits and certain coils that has cylinders and a wiring. They can't explain these things. Why? Because he wants you to think, without me, you won't have none of this. They do the same thing when they were stealing all the inventions from slaves. Because the entire witchcraft that they're placing in front of you is the white man is the top of the food chain. And without the white man, you'll still be in huts and teepees and swinging on vines. That's why when they start your history, it starts with colonization and slavery. It doesn't start with anything before that. But when we begin to read this Bible, when we begin to read history, we can see who we are. You understand that? Let's go to Psalms 55. Oh yeah, read Hosea 12 and 10. Read that.
This Hosea chapter 12, verse 10.
Go ahead.
I have also spoken by the prophets,
Go ahead.
and I have multiplied visions.
So the Most High spoke by the prophets, and he multiplied the visions. Go ahead.
And used similitudes.
And used what?
And used similitudes.
And used similitudes. I want you to remember that. There's nothing new under the sun, and he uses similitudes. Understand? Now let's go to Psalms 55. Start at 20.
Psalms chapter 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
You see, that's what the white man does. He puts forth his hand as such that be at peace with him. You understand that? Yo, Nathan, you give me a water bottle, sir? I think I drank all of mine. Yeah, you get that. No, that's warm. Ain't that cold? Slack it. Read that again.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Go ahead.
He hath broken his covenant.
He broke his covenant. Not just talking about the Native Americans alone. Over 100 peace treaties the white man broke. That's just the Native Americans. We ain't even talking about what he does to his own people and what he does to everybody on earth. The white man comes in and he sets up terrorists and he sets up these people, and then he comes in and says, "Yeah, we're bringing peace." What they call that? You always got the technical terms. What they call that? You know what I'm talking about?
You talking about financial? You talking about?
Nah. When they attack them, they set up the place to fall, and then go in there like if they coming in to fix it.
Foreign aid, humanitarianism.
There's a certain technical term you always use. You be at camp using it out. Nah, it's not that. It's gonna come to you when it's too late out.
Yeah, I know.
It's all good. But that's exactly what the white man does, man. Yeah, keep reading.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
See, the words of the white man, smoother than butter. Smoother than butter, man. They have you trusting him, bringing him in your house. Then out of nowhere, he shoots you up like Dylan Roof, man. Out of nowhere, you locked up in jail like, I thought Billy was my friend. Billy's the devil. You understand? That's what he is. That's what he's always going to be, because that's what the Most High designed him to be. I don't care to be like, there's some good ones. They're not to me. I've been searching for a just white man my entire life in this truth. You understand? How many times at camp you hear me say, you believe in justice? But what should happen to you for what you did to us? Well, it was a long time ago, and they're still hunting down Nazis. They're 90-something years old, 80-something, getting hunted down. They didn't forget about that, right? But I'm supposed to forget about something that happened for hundreds of years. Just forget about it. Right? It was a long time ago, come on. Let's get Proverbs 16 and 4.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4.
Okay.
The Lord hath made all things for himself.
You see, the Lord made everything for himself. Read.
Yea, even the wicked.
Even the what?
Even the wicked.
Even the wicked. Yeah.
For the day of evil.
Are we not living in the day of evil? We're living in these times. We're living in times where Ezra, matter of fact, get that in 2nd Ezra 5 real quick. Get that in 2nd Ezra 5 real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Come on.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
But iniquity shall be.
Matter of fact, start at 1.
Verse 1.
Okay.
Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number.
So there was a day that was told to Ezra where a lot of people are going to be taken in great number. That's talking about dying. When you see death more than it's ever been before. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number.
Go ahead.
And the way of the truth shall be hidden.
And the way of truth shall be hidden. It's when we lost our heritage. We lost our nationality. We began to call ourselves blacks and Hispanics and Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans and Haitians, African Americans. Read.
And the land shall be barren of faith.
And the land shall be what?
Barren of faith.
And the land shall be barren of faith. Read.
But iniquity shall be increased above all that.
But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So there was a time that was prophesied where sin will be at such a height it will reach the heavens. And don't we read that in Revelation? That the sin of America has reached the heavens, man? That's Revelation chapter 18. And these are the times that we're living in. Go to Psalms 109 and 6.
Psalm chapter 109 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Set thou a wicked man over,
Go ahead.
and let Satan stand at his right hand.
Read that again.
Set thou a wicked man over.
So when a wicked man is set up by the Most High over the children of Israel, guess who's sitting at the wicked man's hand? In the spiritual realm, pulling the strings behind closed doors, giving him the intuition and the decrees that he should put forth upon this earth. Read it again.
Set thou a wicked man over him.
Set thou a wicked man over him. Go ahead.
And let Satan stand at his right
And
hand.
let Satan stand at his right hand. So if the white man's ruling the earth right now, who's sitting at the white man's right hand? Satan. But then they're mad at when we say the white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Then explain this verse. You probably never even read it. The only Psalms you go to is 91 and 23. That's it. I'm in the shadow of the Most High. No, you're not. You're in the shadow of Satan. You understand? Let's get Ecclesiastes 7 and 29. I mean, you can't. I would like to hear a Christian explain that verse. I really, okay. Who rules the world right now? Pastor Pork Chop? The white man. Okay. Read that. So who's sitting at his right hand? Explain that. Read that out.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 29.
Go ahead.
Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright,
Go ahead.
but they have sought out many inventions.
But they sought out many inventions. What are these inventions? It's sin. And the white man, the things he places in front of us, not just his crazy inventions that he, like the white man is the only person that I've ever heard of that will do all of these abominable acts with animals, man. What the hell's going on in this world? This is what he does, though. Bestiality. Like, ask yourself, why is that law there? The law's there because people do it, Ak. That's why the law's there, because that is what was happening in Egypt, and that's what's happening now. A couple of years ago, I was watching something retarded on TV with my mom's. I don't even know what the show was called. All I know is some dude was fighting the courts in England to marry a horse. Dead serious. I'm not making this, I can't make this up. He was fighting the courts in England to marry a horse. Why?
He's trying to write it.
Come on, pause. Lord in Christ. This is a fact, though. That's what was happening now. It's a crazy world we live in, man. Because the Most High didn't create homosexuality. I want y'all to understand that. Man created it with his own inventions and his wicked ass intuitions and all this exploration. That's what I think the white man was talking about when he said the age of exploration. What were you exploring, Doc? There was already people here. So lucky. I don't know what's going on, man. Go to the second Esdras. Second Esdras 9-20. I tell you, this is the person people want to save. It's crazy.
Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 20.
Yeah.
So I considered the world.
So the Lord considered the world. Yeah.
And behold, there were peril because of the devices that were come into it.
Read it again. You gotta read it correctly. Yeah.
So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it.
Because of the devices that have came into it. Let me tell you one of the most wicked devices that is in front of us today. Your telephone. When you wake up, what do most people do? They pick up their phone. They don't pray. They don't ask the Most High for another day. They don't even brush their damn teeth yet. They go right to their phone. Instagram, Facebook, seeing a bunch of harlots. But then you ask them about what's going on in the world. They have no clue. They don't know what's going on with Russia and China and Iran. They don't know about none of that. They know about getting high, though. They know about the new strain of weed that came out last week. How you come out with a new strain? I ask these questions too. What are you doing? GMO damn weed, man. That's what it gotta be. It's genetically modified ganja. The hell's going on, man? Crazy. Read that again.
So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it.
There was peril because of the devices that came into it, man. And we have to learn how to not be ignorant of Satan's devices. And a certain device that Satan's used against another man might not be a cobra clutch. It might not be the thorn in your side. But you have to be aware of everything that's around you, man. Come? All right, let's go to Daniel 12:4. Everybody with me, right? All right. Bringing all this out for a reason.
Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book.
So shut up the words and seal the book. So there was a time where the book was sealed. That was after the time of the apostles. And then that's when you're seeing all of these doctrines begin to come in. All of this craziness and nonsense that began to come in the church, man. Oh, you could eat food. You could eat unclean foods. You could commit all of this nonsense. All of this Christian doctrine you see today, it's not new. This is ancient. This happened right after the death of Christ. Do y'all understand that? Matter of fact, let me prove that. Let me prove that. Because Ibaga's looking at me like, where's that precept? There's one in Acts. But first we're going to go to John. Let me find it. 3 John, there's only one chapter, verse 12. No, hold on. Let me find it. Give me a second. It's a lot here. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man? There's one in Acts that said, wolves shall come in after I depart. Paul says that. Let me find it. It's Acts 20 and 29. Read that first. And there's another one in John.
This is Acts chapter 20, verse 29. For I know this, that after my departing,
so after his departing,
shall grievous wolves enter in among you.
Shall grievous wolves enter in among you. So that goes to them damn retarded Christians that be like, I follow the first. Shut up, brother. No, you don't. Well, maybe you do. False doctrine. Well, we follow, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. We follow the words in this book that the Most High preserved and passed down onto us today. You understand that? So there is no, we follow we follow the words in this book. Forget all them other apostles and so-called men that set themselves up, man. Because Paul said these men will creep in and they will be wolves amongst the sheep. You understand that? Y'all don't know which one I'm talking about in John? You got it?
This is John chapter 10 and verse 12.
That's not it. It's in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. You can read that though.
But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep.
It's a good precept. That's a good precept. I forgot the other one I'm looking for. It's all good. Let's go to, let me see. Read Daniel 12 and 4 again. Let's finish that up. I'm going to go to Barak, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. Read it.
Daniel, you got Daniel?
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro.
Many shall run to and fro.
And knowledge shall be increased.
And knowledge shall be increased. And that's what you're seeing today. Not just with us coming back to the knowledge of the Most High. You see all this technology and they're tapping into dark matter, and you see that happening. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and start at 21.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 21. Such things did they imagine and were deceived.
Read it again.
Such things did they imagine and were deceived.
And were deceived, man. All this wicked imagination, man. There are people who really believe in evolution. You understand that? They believe that we came from primordial soup of millions of years of rain that came off of a rock, and then eventually it evolved into something, and then evolved into something, and then a monkey. Then the monkey lost the tail, and it became some chimpanzee-looking joint, and then here comes us. People believe that. I don't know where they said. They change the doctrine every 2 weeks. Chill out, brother. I don't even want to hear it, man. You believe it too. Yeah. Nah, go ahead. Read that again.
Such things did they imagine and were deceived.
Go ahead.
For their own wickedness hath blinded
For
them.
their own wickedness has blinded them, man. You read that in Romans 1. He gave them up to their vile affections. Why? Because they serve what? The creature more than the creator. Read.
For their own wickedness hath blinded them.
Yeah.
As for the mysteries of God,
As for the mysteries of God.
they knew them not.
See, the white man can't tap into this. And if you a wicked Israelite, you can't tap into it either. If you think holding hands with your damn enemy is biblical, you don't know the mysteries of God. You can't tap into this book. You can't understand what in the world is going on here. You think Adam and Eve were literally naked in the garden. That's what you think. And when they bit a fruit, Adam realized his rod was swinging, Salakia. But that's what they think. Eve bit a fruit and she said, oh my God, I'm naked. That's what people believe. Yeah, and then Salakia, I ain't even gonna go there. Oh my God. But this is what people believe, man. But then they look at us like we're crazy when we're tapping into the mysteries of this book. No, Adam and Eve were not the first two people, brother. What do you mean? Well, you see the trees in the garden? Yeah, let's go to Ezekiel. Let me break it. But they won't understand these things. Keep reading out.
As for the mysteries of God, they knew them not. Neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern a reward for blameless souls.
Yeah.
For God created man to be immortal.
For God created man to be immortal. Yeah.
Made him to be an image of his own eternity.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, through envy of the devil.
Through envy of the devil. The envy of the white man. You know he envies us, right? He's mad he can't dance. He's mad that he can't dunk a basketball like Michael Jordan. He's mad that he can't hit a baseball like Derek Jeter and David Ortiz. He's mad he can't do the things that the children of Israel can do. But anytime they want to be like us, they train with us. Niggas be like, man, this is Justin Timberlake? Bro, calm down. But that's what people say. People be like, Eminem? Brother, Eminem is garbage. Chill out. Eminem is garbage. He be like, little bit. Bro, chill out, brother. Calm down. I don't even know what he be saying. Who talk? The demons in my class. Stop being weird, bro. Like, he talk about some shit with his mom and popping pills. I can't relate to that shit. Nonsense, man. But people swear up and down. They envy us. Because they are not us. They can't do anything we can do. We are the salt of the earth.
Dude trying to copy Little Baby now.
I don't care, man. It's nonsense. I don't even know who Little Baby is. First of all, if you're a grown man, don't call yourself Little Baby. That is crazy. Salaki. That's a rapper?
He's only 24.
I would never call myself Little Baby. He said he's only 24. Nah.
You're crazy.
Yo, Shabbat, I'm never calling myself Little Baby, man. Nah. Come on, brother. And then dump it. I don't know half of these dudes, man. Let's go to Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians 2 and start at verse 3.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Let no man deceive you by any means, God.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Except there come a falling away first. Us falling out the faith. Keep reading.
And that man of sin be revealed.
And that what?
That man of sin be revealed.
And that man of sin be revealed. And that man of sin is being revealed. Every time we say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And then they also fall upon their own tongue. Be like, the Jews, the fake, it was Jewish people, man, they control the banks. They control Hollywood. Well, they're right. They do. They control all of that. And we're going to get into all of that. Keep reading.
For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, that man of sin be revealed,
Go ahead.
the son of perdition.
The son of perdition, the son of hell. Go ahead.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God,
Go ahead.
or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
If this isn't the white man, then who is it? If the white man doesn't want you to worship him and hold his hand and welcome him in, if the white man doesn't make everything perverse in front of you, then you could be any religion. You know what that bumper stick, the bumper stick I'm talking about. Coexist. I hate that shit. I hate that bumper sticker, man. I don't want to coexist with none of you. None of you. I want all of you in garrisons and in chains. That's what I want. Keep reading. Matter of fact, jump down to verse 7, just to show who Paul was talking about.
Verse 7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
He said the mystery of iniquity, the mystery of sin is already at work. And who was ruling? Rome. And who's ruling now? Rome. So he's showing you these people are already doing this. And though they fell for a time or were bound for 1,000 years in Europe, right? You read that in Revelation 20. People be like, the 1,000-year millennial reigns. No, that's talking about the dark ages when the white man was servants to us throughout Europe for 1,000 years through the Byzantine Empire. That's what that's talking about. And then what? He shall be loosed for a little season. The Renaissance era being rebirthed. And now he's ruling upon the earth till this day. But this place is coming to an end. This place is finished, man. This place is finished. All the prophecies we've been talking about for years, since our forefathers in the old school, and we're still saying it, and it's coming to pass. And if you don't believe now that what the Bible's saying is true, just walk out the classroom. Leave. Whose phone is that? I need to put your phone on silent. But if you don't believe what's going on when the Bible is true, when you look outside and see what's going on, I don't know what to tell you anymore. Just leave the class, leave quietly on the YouTube, and leave quietly on the Clubhouse. You're here for no reason. Let's go to Daniel chapter 7. Daniel 7. Let's go to verse 8. Straight to the point.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
So we know the horns is the extension of the Roman Empire, right? And the three little horns is Spain, England, and France, right? Through the Spanish-American War, French-American War, which was a part of the Louisiana Purchase, and the Civil War, which is against Britain. And then that little horn that comes up is what we're living in now, known as America, right? So read it again from the top.
I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were three of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were the eyes like the eyes of man, and the mouth speaking great things.
And a mouth speaking great things. So this is the place that was said, the mouth shall speak great things. America, home of the free and the brave. And the drug trade. And the slave trade. But that's what happened right here. That's how America was built. Jump to verse 20.
Verse 20.
Okay.
And the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom the three fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows.
Whose look was more stout than his fellows. This empire looked greater than the ones before it. All the prophets, why do you think the prophets explained it the way they did? Like Mystery Babylon, the virgin daughter, that place known as Sodom in Egypt. They explained this place like many similitudes and many comparisons of all the old kingdoms before it. Because all the spirits of the old kingdoms are right here. Keep reading.
I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints.
Made war with what?
The saints.
Made war with the Israelites. Yeah?
And prevailed against them.
And prevailed against them. That's the colonization. That's the slave trade. That's till this day. Mass incarceration. But we're rising as a nation now. Yeah?
So the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints.
And judgment was given to the saints. Yeah?
Of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom.
And the time is going to come that the saints is going to possess the kingdom. Keep reading.
Then thus said he, thus he said,
Good.
the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole
And
earth.
it's going to devour the whole earth. Hasn't America done that? It started with Rome. Then the extension of the Roman Empire leading all the way up into today. Destroyed this entire earth, man. This entire earth is in chaos because of the white man. Not no damn Arab. What is Esau's the Arab? What kind of dumb doctrine? That's what I'm saying. Esau's the Arab. Allahu Akbar. Boom. Like, that's Esau? Wow. Finish it up.
Until the Ancient of Days came, verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
And shall tread it down and break it in pieces. Now let's get to the meat of the matter. Let's go to Genesis chapter 3. Genesis is probably one of my favorite books. And to be honest, Genesis is the deepest book in the Bible. It's the deepest book in the Bible, man. And as we were all told here a long time ago, when you understand Genesis, you understand the entire book. Because what did it say in Isaiah 46:10, like we read earlier? He declared the end from the beginning. That which has been is that which shall be. So you see everything that the Most High put in place in the beginning is exactly what's going on right now. Just as Cain killed Abel, Cain is Esau. That's who he is. That's why he was marked in the very beginning in the what they call the pre-Diluvian world. White man always coming up with a deep word, pre-Diluvian. Exegesis and hermeneutics. I just say line upon line, precept on precept. Right? That's all it is. Yeah, read that. Genesis 3:1.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Now the serpent.
Now the what?
Now the serpent.
Now the serpent. Get the Hebrew word for serpent. You got it?
The Hebrew word for serpent is H5175. It is Nachaash.
It's Nachaash. Right? What does that mean?
Fleeing serpent, snake, an image of a serpent.
Now get the root of it. Because if you look up all old concordances, and we're gonna get into that too, because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And what he likes to do is you ever think about it? The new strong, the strongest strongs, and the new exalt. Why does it have to be new? The revised. Just like Esau means wasted away. But when you look it up now, it doesn't say that. And within the definition, in parentheses, it says the forefathers of the Arabs. That's what it says right now in your Strong's. I'm dead serious. This is what the white man does. He's a master at witchcraft. He's a master at deceit. Read the root for it, which is what the definition of it really is. Because Hebrew, one word can take on a variety of meanings. Read that out.
And its root from H5172, the same word, it means
Which is Nachaash. What does it mean?
to practice divination.
To practice divination. Go ahead.
An enchanter.
An enchanter. I want you to stop right there. An enchanter. Speaking smooth things. Words of like butter and oil. Who is that? It only can be one person. It only can be aligned to one specific group of people. That Nachaash, that enchanter, smooth words. I talk you right into sleep. So that's what the white man does. He rocks you to sleep, man. He don't want you awake. He wants you asleep. So you can continue in the American dream while he murders your family, while he rapes your daughters, while he pumps drugs into your neighborhoods, while he creates a system and decrees and publishes laws to destroy you. When the UN gets together, what do you think is their biggest focus? It ain't no damn sanctions. It ain't no damn war. It's how we gonna stop these niggas and spits from waking up? Why do you think we don't have representation there? Because they're against us. That's that crafty council. And crafty council is a lot more than just slavery. It's everything they place in front of you, man, to keep you in sin, to keep you docile. And the more and more we wake up, what do? Okay, make LGBT. You know, you got to stop them from producing. The more and more we wake up, all right, make weed legal. Let's make them stupid again. But it's not working because us waking up is not of us. This is of the Most High. I didn't just wake up one day and say, I am Yawasap. I am a prophet of the Lord. I didn't wake up and do that. The Most High called me, and I just opened the door and answered the call. Just as all of us in Him. Come? So that Hebrew word is Nachaash, which means enchanter. Y'all understand that? Let's hold that. Let's go to Leviticus 19 and 26. The same word, all the next verses that I bring up, the same word is used all right here. Nachaash. Keep that in mind.
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 26.
Yeah.
Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall you use enchantment.
Neither shall you use what?
Enchantment.
Go ahead.
Nor observe time.
Nor observe time. That goes to them damn horoscope people. You know, horoscope, shut the hell up, man. Let's go to Deuteronomy 18 and 10. I hate that horoscope. When is your baby due? Oh my God, he's gonna be a Scorpio. No, he's not. He's gonna be an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim. Slav. And that Deuteronomy. You know, Mayaka Allah all. Get Deuteronomy, what's that, 18 and 10. You get 2 Kings 17.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10.
Yeah.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire,
Yeah.
or that useth divination,
Yeah.
or an observer of time,
Yeah.
or an enchanter,
Or an enchanter. Yeah.
or a witch,
Or a witch. Read the next verse.
or a charmer,
Mm-hmm.
or a consultant
Yeah.
with familiar spirits,
Mm-hmm.
or a wizard, or a necromancer.
And let me tell you something. The white man is all of these things. Every single one of these things the white man doesn't. Is that the witchcraft he does is drugs. That's witchcraft. And not just cocaine and heroin and weed. It's your Tylenol. Over-the-counter drugs. I used to be a kid. That's how you know the most I've been dealing with, man. I used to be a kid and be like, why is it called the drugstore? I thought drugs were bad, man. My mom used to laugh at me. But it's a fact. It's called the drugstore. I still remember when I grew up in New York on Wyckoff Ave, right, in Bushwick. There was literally said drugstore, and the symbol for it was a pot with somebody like a cauldron. Right? That's what it was. Then there was another one, like you said, there was one with a wand. Why are these medical institutions and drugstores have symbolism of witchcraft? Like Job said, right? They are all forgers of lies and physicians of no value. A doctor is not there to heal you. They're there to just, give you a little bit here so you could keep coming back, because it's a business. It's all a business, man. Why do you think when they take you, when you get off of drugs, what do they give you? They give you amphetamine, which is synthetic heroin. So they're not trying to get you off of the drugs. They're like, okay, stop the street shit. Now come get the legal stuff. Come get it. This is what they do. Read that in Kings.
2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 17.
And somebody else get 2 Kings 21 and 6.
And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire.
Yeah.
And used divination and enchantments.
And enchantments.
And sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger.
I get 2 Kings 21 and 6. Somebody else gets 2 Chronicles 33 and 6.
This is 2 Kings chapter 21, verse 6.
Yeah.
And he made his son pass through the fire and observe times and use enchantments and dealt with familiar spirits and wizards.
And you see, we began to do all these things. We still do it to this day. It's called Santeria, Brujeria, Voodoo, and Christianity, by the way. When they go, go on the floor and start having convulsions on the floor, that's witchcraft. I don't know what the hell that is, man. When you turn on your TV and they use all that symbolism to go into your subconscious, and then your little kid, you watching, you gotta watch what your little kids watch, man. Because your little kid, just watching Disney, whatever. Then out of nowhere, there's a gay scene in something that has little kids. It's a little kid show. That's what's going on, man. You go take your kid, whatever, yeah, let's go see Frozen. Frozen 2. There's a gay scene in it. This is what's happening. This is what the white man does, and this is the witchcraft that he uses. See, when people think of witchcraft and enchantments, they think of something spooky. Nah, it's right in front of you. And we're dealing with it every single day. Every single day, man. Read that precept I gave you, Chronicles.
2 Chronicles chapter 33 and verse 6.
Yeah.
And he caused his children to pass through the fire in the valley of the son of Hinnom. Also he observed times and used enchantments, and used witchcraft, and dealt with the familiar spirit, and with wizards. He wrought much evil in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger.
All right, now, what I'm gonna do is I'm about to go into a PowerPoint that I have, right? So I'm gonna show you, and this is just a little bit. I had to cut it down at least half because I have a lot of stuff. So we're gonna go into some things, right? Let me pull it up myself so I can see it while y'all see it. Let me get it sloppy. Yo, Abaya, pull up that PowerPoint. And if anybody on Clubhouse wants to see the visual, y'all can just click the link above. And y'all can read along with me through the PowerPoint. Wait a second, let me drink some water. All right, you can read it when we go through it. All right, go to the first slide. Got it?
In-depth understanding of terminology.
Mm-hmm.
Enchanter is a noun, which means one who enchants or practices enchantments.
And I'm doing all this for a reason, right? So I want you to listen to everything that's being said here. Come, read it again. The one
who enchants or practices enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
The sorcerer or magician.
Go ahead.
Also one who charms or delights. Enchanteur, an ancient noun from enchant, or from Old French, enchanteur, magician, singer, mountebank.
Mountebank. I want you to remember that word. Mountebank. That's Mountebank for the brothers in the class. All right? Go to the next word.
It is enchant from the late 1400s, the literal practice sorcery or witchcraft on, and figurative, delight in a high degree, charm, fascinate.
So fascinate, charm. How do you think he got Eve to do what he did? Seduced her. You understand? Go ahead. You gonna read it? Come on, go ahead.
From Old French enchanter, bewitch, to charm, to cast a spell. In the 12th century, from Latin encantere,
Mm-hmm.
to enchant, fix a spell upon, from into or upon, from P-I-E-U-E-N-I-N, and cantere to sing, from pyru, K-A-N, to sing, or perhaps that formation from enchantment.
You see that? I just want you to listen to all of this. And you know, they do the same thing in our music now. Who do you think controls the music industry? You see, these people control everything around you. Everything around you. And they just rock you to sleep. They put a nice little spell on you. You understand? And they make you believe you're a gangster, a thug. They make you believe having 5 boyfriends in 3 months is normal. You have 5 husbands and the one you with now ain't yours. Salakia. That's what Christ said. They think that's all normal. There's nothing wrong with it, you know? This is what they make you believe. I don't need you, nigga. Okay. In that day, Salaki. And it's coming soon. In that day, you understand? Shaquat over there know what I'm talking about. That's what, you know? In that day, Salaki. Read the next part. Read the next. Oh, man.
The next slide is a continuation of the in-depth understanding of the terminology, right?
Ahead.
So a mountebank.
A mountebank, which was what? Another word for enchanter. Let's see what that means.
A mountebank is a person who deceives others.
Read it again.
A mountebank is a person who deceives
A
others.
person who deceives others. So somebody that enchants you, somebody that is labeled a Nachaash in the scriptures, deceives you.
Mountebank.
Mountebank.
M-O-U-N-T.
Mountebank. Go ahead.
Especially in order to trick them out of their money.
Say it again.
Especially in order to trick them out of their money.
Especially in order to trick you out of your money. Then what? Keep you poor and keep him rich. Make you suffer while he succeeds. You understand? This is what they do. Next word.
Next word is a charlatan.
A charlatan. I've been called this back in my day. Salaki. Go ahead, I'll read that.
A person who sold patent medicines in public places.
Snake oil.
See that? A person who sells patent medicines in public places. He's a charlatan. And what do they use the word charlatan for today? How do they use it today? A smooth talker. A ladies' man. That's a charlatan. But the origin of it was somebody who sold medicine, drugs in public places. Next word.
Pharmacy
Pharmacy.
or pharmaceuticals is a dressed up term for sorcery.
For sorcery. So pharmacy from pharmakeia means sorcery. Read.
That is predominantly used in law and medicinal practices.
So you see that? The white man knows what he's doing and he puts it in front of your face. Next word.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Yeah.
The holly tree was used by the ancient Druid warlocks
Mm-hmm.
to make their wands to cast spells.
So Hollywood came from the Druids in Europe and in England, and they cut down holly trees and made their wands out of it in ancient times. And through mythology, they said these wands can cast spells on you. So why is Hollywood the thing that is in control of all of our movies, all of our TV shows, our cartoons, and your media?
That's the new one.
That's the new, right. It casts spells on you. It makes you believe lies. That's what it does. This is what they do. This is their modern day witchcraft. Next word.
Media
Media.
comes from the root word medium,
Mm-hmm.
which means to channel spirits.
It means to channel spirits. That's what media means. Somebody who is in between the spirit realm and the physical realm. This is where these words come from. And these are the words that the white man uses right in front of your face. Right in front of your face, man. Now let's show you how the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And let's show you some more uses that they do. And they put it right in front of your face. I'm telling you, they put it right in front of your face, man. Next slide.
Eugenics. Eugenics explained.
Well, let's wait till he goes a bit. There you go. There. Eugenics. Anybody heard of eugenics? All right. Good.
Eugenics is a doctrine of progress and evolution of human race culture, and in 1883 it was coined along with adjective eugenic by English scientist Francis Galton on analogy of ethics, physics, etc. From the Greeks, eugenes, well born of good stock.
Well born of good stock. Go ahead.
Noble race, from EU, good. CEU as a prefix. And genos, birth, from pi root, gene, give birth, comma, beget.
Okay. So eugenics was designed for what? To root out the people who are not from the good stock. This is where you get abortion clinics. This is where you get birth control. This is what the white man does. See, this ain't a conspiracy theory. I'm not up here talking about reptilians. I'm not up here talking about nothing. Yeah, because this is what people listen. We heard it earlier. I heard it earlier. Salaki. I don't know what the dude was talking about. I did. I heard it earlier. I'm not here about talking about nothing I can't prove. Everything I'm telling you is published by them. This is in their books. This is in their. You can Google some of this stuff. It's not even hard to find it. I don't have to buy a book that costs $3,000. Just Google it. Google eugenics. See what it's about. Next slide.
This is Margaret Sanger.
Margaret Sanger. Anybody know who Margaret Sanger is? The head. She was the head catalyst for eugenics. Right here in America. Head catalyst. And guess what she was? Amalek. All of these names that I'm going to bring up, they're Amalek. From where? Germany. All of them are from, there's something about Germany, man. There's something about Germany. That all these scientists and these great people, all this inventions, German engineering, right? You hear with the cars, German engineering. But doesn't the Most High talk about the wisdom of Taman? The wisdom of Taman. That's your modern day Germans. And that's where the head of Amalek came from, right there in Germany, man. Absolutely. You see that? Yeah, read that out.
A couple of quotes from Margaret Sanger.
The devil, good.
The first two, she says, we should hire 3 or 4 colored ministers.
She said we should hire some black ministers, some black guys up in the church, good.
Preferably with social service backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And with engaging personalities.
So, I want these guys with some good personalities. I want them to have good backgrounds. Make sure they black though. Go ahead.
The most successful educational approach to the Negro.
The most successful and educational approach to the niggas. That's what she really said. She didn't say Negro. She said to the niggas. Good.
It's through a religious appeal.
It's through a religious appeal. So that's the best way to get these people, through religion. Read.
We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population.
Read that again.
We don't want the
She
word
said
to
we
go out.
don't want the word to go out. We don't want nobody to know, okay?
That we want to exterminate the Negro
That
population.
we want to exterminate the Negro population. And what did Margaret Sanger found? Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood. This is your abortion clinics. Read.
And the minister is the man who could straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members.
You see that? So they said, listen, we're going to find these black people who are high in status, well-spoken, good in education. We're going to pay these people to make sure nobody rebels against us. But that's your Christian pastors, right? Read.
This source is from Margaret Sanger's December 19, 1939 letter to Dr. Clarence Gamble, 255 Adams Street, Milton, Massachusetts. I'm going to read this specific part because I service this college.
Go ahead.
Original source, Sophia Smith Collection, Smith College, Northampton, Massachusetts. I service that college.
See that? Read the next quote.
The next quote, this is from 1933 Birth Control Review. She says, eugenic sterilization is an urgent need.
Eugenic sterilization is an urgent need. She said, we gotta kill these niggas. That's literally all she said. We gotta take them out. Read.
We must prevent multiplication multiplication of this bad stock.
We must prevent multiplication of this bad stock. But she don't realize that we don't die, we multiply. Listen, we just keep having babies. You can't kill us.
Pharaoh couldn't do it either.
The Pharaoh couldn't do it in Exodus, right? He said, listen, the more and more you oppress them, the more and more they grow, man. Well, guess what? It's the same thing here in your modern day Egypt. Same thing. Read.
So next quote. The most merciful thing that a family does to one of its infant members is to kill it.
Read that again. The most what? This is the devil, man. She said it's merciful.
The most merciful thing that a family does to one of its infant members is to kill it.
The most merciful thing that a family member does to its infant is to kill it. And guess who said and put this woman in high esteem? Martin Lucifer King, man. He put this woman in high esteem. Abagye said, what? We have a dream? He said, but I thought we have a dream, Yawasap. Yeah, we got a dream to put these people in chains. You understand? Martin Lucifer King was a devil. He was a liar. And if you think otherwise, you're done. Salaki. And work closely with Bill Gates' father. Duwada Shema.
That's why he went on TED Talk and was like, if you do a good enough job to push this eugenics program, so he was just reiterating their mission.
You see that? Yeah, read the next one out.
The next quote says, birth control must lead ultimately to a cleaner race.
Birth control was going to lead to a cleaner race. And you know, in the late 40s and the late 50s, the mass experimentation on birth control was in the island of Puerto Rico. Why not use it where the most babies happen? So I feel fruitful. You understand? This is what they did. And it caused thousands upon thousands of complications. It caused women to die because it was experimentation. The birth control they had back then was 1,000 times stronger than what they have now. But we still here by the grace and mercy of the Most High. That's it on that, right? Yeah, go ahead.
The legacy of Margaret Sanger, in 1921, she founded the American Birth Control League.
Look what she founded in the 20s. The American Birth Control League, yeah?
Clinics in lower income neighborhoods.
And she put it where? She put it in the ghetto, where the niggas and them spics are, and them Native Americans, Seminole Indians. We're gonna put it right there, yeah?
And in the percentages of pregnancies terminated by abortion,
Yeah.
11.9% were non-Hispanic whites, 17.1% was Hispanics, and 35.5% of non-Hispanic blacks.
Yeah.
Black females, 13% of the female population, 30% of abortions. 35% institutional income is derived from abortions.
See that? 35% of institutional income is derived from abortions. And this is why they continue to push it in our neighborhoods. That's it on that, right? Next slide. Now we're gonna go into Albert Pike. We're gonna go into Albert Pike. Anybody know who Albert Pike is? Oh no, this is Yawasap first. This is Pike. Yeah, the next slide is Adam Yawasap. That's who that is first. Yeah. This is Yawasap. No, this is Yawasap. I know these by heart. And then this is Pike, and then this is Pike. So anybody know who Adam Yawasap is? Adam Weishaupt founded the Society of the Illuminati in Bavaria, Germany in 1776, the very same year that America was founded. 1776. This is where they get the 21 gun salute, because you add up all the numbers, it equals 21. All right? So this man, Adam Weishaupt, made a decree. And guess what he was? He was Amalek. He was a fake Jew. And he made a decree that he was going to infiltrate every system to control the world. It's literally what he said. And I could have went on with so many quotes. But let's hear some. Okay?
By establishing reading societies.
By establishing reading societies, yeah.
And subscription libraries.
And subscription libraries.
And taking these under our direction.
Read it again.
And taking these under our direction.
And taking it under our direction. Okay?
And supplying them through our labors.
And supplying them through the labors, meaning I'm going to provide you all of your history, all of your information. Go ahead.
We may turn the public mind which way we will.
He said we're going to turn the public mind which way we will. This is the media back in the day, because there wasn't no TVs, there wasn't no phones, it was books, it was newspapers. And he said, we're going to control all of this so we can sway the mind the way we want it to. Next one.
If a writer publishes anything that attracts notice.
If a writer publishes anything that attracts notice, okay?
And is in itself just, but does not accord with our plan.
He said, but listen, and if it's right, but it doesn't go hand in hand with what we're planning to do, okay?
We must endeavor to win him over.
We gotta win him over. Okay?
Or decry him.
Or decry him. See that? This is Adam Weishaupt. This is who founded the Illuminati. I'll send it to you out. Now let's go to the next one. Albert Pike. Anybody know who Albert Pike is? 33rd degree Freemason. He used to hold hands with Charles Taylor Russell, who created Jehovah's Witness. He helped form the Baptist Church. He helped form the Pentecostal Church. Albert Pike, the Satanist. He said he worshipped Satan. This is what he said that. He said that. You understand? Albert Pike, whose student was Aleister Crowley. Anybody heard? I could have went in with him too. That was his student. Let's see what he said. Okay.
Fictions are necessary.
Fictions are necessary. Yeah.
For the people.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth becomes deadly to those who are not strong enough to contemplate it and in all of its brilliance.
He said, listen, just lie to them. That's all he's saying. And he uses such clever words, and he just enchants you. That's what he does. He just enchants you, Locke. He's the serpent in the garden. You understand him? He says, listen, man, just lie to them, and they can't handle the truth. Read.
In fact, what can there be in common between the vile multitude and sublime wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
The truth must be kept secret.
The truth must be kept secret. And guess what Albert Pike wrote in one of his books? I believe it's Morals and Dogma. He said, oh yeah, God's chosen people. Yeah, it's them niggas. It's the black people. Oh yeah, it's the indigenous people of the Americas. He said that. Read.
The truth must be kept secret, and the masses need a teaching proportioned to their imperfect reason.
So,
I don't even know what that means.
like,
Nah, say it again.
yeah, break it down. I know I can tell by your shy spirit if you want to break it down. Break it down. Man.
And the masses need a teaching proportioned to their imperfect reason.
So basically, teach us other than what we're here for.
If you have the knowledge of good and evil right in front of you,
Right.
and you've been shown evil all your life, when you're shown the goodness of how you're supposed to conduct yourself, part of what you raised up on as far as schooling and teaching would go against what you're supposed to naturally behave like. Say it again.
You look at Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, going down, verse 10 and down. It says,
You gotta speak up. I'm talking like you're an enchanter. Soothsaying right now. I speak up.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse, let's start off with verse, let's see, it's a lot. 2, verse 13. He professed to have the knowledge of God, and he called himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's, his ways are another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Part of what they brought out, as far as Albert Pike is quoting, is making sure your understanding and schooling thought and systems was based off of their ideologies, not your original history. That's what he's beautifully elaborating on his own book, that many won't understand. English is such a bastard tongue that a lot of words that are being quoted and a lot of things that Yawasap is bringing out sound so extremely beautiful to the ear, but it's very negative. And he's going against your reason and actual school of thought, the things you're supposed to be brought up under.
So the only thing that we are recently remembered.
You have recency bias of what the world taught you,
Right.
not this. That's why it says the truth must be kept secret, and the masses need a teaching proportioned to the imperfect reason. He knew that one day through the technological advances that you would be a visual learner, despite you being three types of learners. So he paneled you to become a visual learner, gave you a phone, and made sure he subsidized knowledge and information at the usage of your fingertips, and made sure anything that you could use as an asset in your history, knowledge, and culture that you could wake another individual up, so on and so forth, will be hidden from you far as opposed to what could distract you. He just said one of the blueprints.
Who, if he ain't the devil, who the devil is? I need somebody to help me. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one.
Continuing Albert Pike.
Continuing Albert Pike. Go ahead. Yeah. Look how my man's dressed.
Look at the background portrait. Albert Pike. You see the 33-degree Mason. He rocking his whole fit. It says, "We shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke."
Say that again.
We shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists.
Go ahead.
And we shall provoke a great social cataclysm, which in all of its horror will show clearly to all nations the effect of absolute atheism.
So he said, listen, we got to make people not believe in God. Read.
The origins of savagery and of most bloody turmoil.
So he just wanted, do as thou wilt. That's what he wanted. Everybody just do what you want. No law, no justice. Yes.
Then everywhere, the people will be forced to defend themselves against the world minority of the
Read
world.
it again.
Then everywhere, the people will be forced to defend themselves against the world minority.
Who's the world minority? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Negro and Indian descent. The children of Israel. That's the world minority. Go ahead.
Of the world's revolutionaries, and will exterminate those destroyers of civilization
And
the
will
multitudes,
exterminate. Read that again. Yo, this dude is crazy. Yeah.
and will exterminate those destroyers of civilization and the multitudes. Disillusioned with Christianity, whose spirits will be from the moment without direction and leadership, and anxious for an ideal.
So what was he attacking the most? The Bible. Not the Quran. That's toilet paper, my man. I'm cold in the winter. I'm throwing the Quran in the fire.
That statue, by the way, is Albert Pike in Washington, D.C. That's still up.
And D.C.
That's still up.
Lord in Christ. Go ahead.
But without knowledge, where to send its adoration, will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of the pure doctrine of Lucifer.
The pure doctrine of Lucifer. Go ahead.
Brought finally out into the public view. A manifestation will result from a general reactionary movement which will follow the destruction of Christianity.
Which will follow the destruction of Christianity and atheism. So listen. He's creating something to destroy Christianity, but also wants to destroy that. To bring in what? A one world order. To follow after his religious system. This is why you have all of these new age movements. Coexist. This is why you have, Jesus is gonna look Chinese to the Chinese man. And people say this is this new age religion. All religions derive from one. And then as they scatter throughout the world, different religions have certain aspects of that original one world religion. And in the end, it's going to come back. This is what they teach. Christ isn't going to literally come back. It's Christ consciousness. The Gnostics taught that. This is an ancient battle. This is an ancient battle from the beginning. Because they have the knowledge of good and evil. You understand? Keep reading.
Both conquered and exterminated at the same time.
Both conquered and exterminated at the same time. And guess where he was from? He was from Germany. Shout out to them Germans, man. My man. Barack said it, the Ashkenaz. Them damn Jews, man. Shout out to them, man. They did their job. Clap it up for damn Amalek. They doing their job good, man. The devil that the Bible speaks of. Watch this. Next slide.
What is the connection?
Now, this is the top picture for those who's looking on YouTube. The top picture is Aleister Crowley, the student of Albert Pike. And under him is Dr. Seuss. Read that.
Dr. Seuss, Theodore Seuss Giesel, this is his actual name, was the son of German immigrants who would have been quite familiar.
Damn Germans, man. Go ahead.
Who would have been quite familiar with the Krampus dark helper stories.
Now, everybody knows the Krampus, right? That goes back to Christmas. Right? Read.
Seuss stories were also readily embraced by the self-proclaimed wickedest man who ever lived.
The self-proclaimed wickedest man that ever lived. But the white man's not Esau, though. But Esau, the white man ain't the devil, though. Read.
The infamous
Aleister
the Crowley.
Uh-huh.
Crowley stated in interviews that Seuss's stories were the perfect introduction into paganism and witchcraft.
Seuss's stories were the perfect introduction to paganism and witchcraft. And Seuss's stories were for the children. So you don't think they're still doing that today? Just like Disney. Disney is a Jew. His family's from Germany. You can't make this stuff up.
It's heavily in the state.
Next slide. Next slide.
This is a
Now remember, we're gonna keep. Matter of fact, no, read it.
This is additions to devious practices, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Hugh Hur. This is a picture of him. Hugh Hur is a professor and head of biomechatronics research group at the MIT,
Mm-hmm.
which is the Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Wicked ass.
Wow.
Good.
Media Lab lost both of his legs due to a frostbite in a climbing accident.
So he lost both his legs. Go ahead.
He and his team created bionic, which are robotic feet and limbs that can mimic human feet and limbs.
So you see how people, and especially nowadays, this was years ago. This was I say maybe like 8 years ago when I looked this up and researched this. Now, they're creating biological bionics, they called it, and they want to make you like almost a half machine. Literally, this is what they're researching, right? Terminator, iRobot, right? So they want to. They if you lose an arm, they could just put a machine on you and you can control it with your mind. They have it now. They got robots. They got all of this now. This was 8 years ago that he began to research this highly, right? Yeah, keep reading. And I'm bringing this up for a reason, because the white man knows his time is up. And the white man dies faster than everybody. He ages faster than everybody. But he wants to be what? We're going to read it in Genesis 3. He wants to be immortal. The same promise that he gave Eve. He said, you'll be like God. It's the same promise the white man gives us today. Follow us, you'll be like God. You'll become immortal. This is why they put in all these shows and all of this. You can put your consciousness into a computer, in a robot. This is what they really want to do. They're not going to be able to do it. The metaverse. This is why they continue to come out with all this stuff, because they're planning and getting you ready for what they want to bring to the earth. And they do it time and time again. Read it. Finish it up, Bob.
He can walk and run just by thinking that he wants to walk and
He
run.
can walk and run just by thinking. Yeah?
That's a magnificent application for this technology.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's only the beginning. More quotes on him.
Yeah.
This is the next slide. So more quotes.
Next slide. Good.
He says electrical interfacing between humans and machines are possible. Is possible. We can achieve neurological embodiment where the technology and machine becomes one with the person, he went on to say.
Now, this is why you have to study. What are the main things that presidents spend money on? There's always two main things. Obama was neurological studies. And in Obama's term during neurological studies and nanotechnology, those were the main two things they spent money on for research. And this is why all of these inventions are springing up like wildfire since Obama's term. You understand? Keep reading out.
This technology is not just by amputees. It can be used by everyone.
It can be used by everyone. Go ahead.
In the future, each human being will have a choice of bionic interventions they can apply to enhance their cognition, emotions, and physical experience.
Physical experience. This is what they want to do. And this is what they're planning to do. Though it's not going to work. Next slide.
This is the quote from Blavatsky.
Helena Blavatsky. Now, If you think Albert Pike is bad, if you think Aleister Crowley is bad, the Queen Mother of Heaven to them is Helena Blavatsky. Helena Blavatsky was also Jewish, but she was from Russia, but her family was Amalek. That's who they were. And she was able to, what they said, tap into the spiritual realm. Since a young age, she would have dreams, and people from all over Russia will come to her. And she married, I forgot what the dude's name she married, at a very young age. I believe it was like 15 years old. She married this dude, and he took her out the country and traveled the world with her. And she began to prophesy and do things of that nature. Right? Her name is Helena Blavatsky. Helena Blavatsky. Let's see what she said.
This is her quote. It is but natural, even from the dead letter standpoint, to view Satan, the serpent of Genesis.
So she said it's natural, even from a dead letter standpoint, to view Satan, the serpent of Genesis, read,
as the real creator.
As the real creator. Go ahead.
And benefactor.
And benefactor. Go ahead.
The father of spiritual
The
mankind.
father of spiritual mankind. So she said, listen, Satan is your God, not the Most High. He's the bad guy. If you research her and read her books and look up her quotes, all of them literally say the Most High God is evil and wicked, and he wants to keep you back from your natural pleasures and desires. With Satan, he lets you do what he wants. Yeah, read.
For it is he who was the harbinger of light, bright, radiant Lucifer, who opened the eyes of the automaton created by Jehovah, as alleged. And he who was the first to whisper, in the day ye eat thereof, you shall be as Elohim, knowing good and evil, can only be regarded in the light of a savior.
And so she said, listen, he saved you. Read.
An adversary to Jehovah.
An adversary to Jehovah. Okay.
The personality spirit. He still remains an esoteric truth, the ever-loving messenger.
The ever-loving messenger. An esoteric truth. The ever-loving messenger. Read.
Or the angel.
Mm-hmm.
The seraphim and cherubim, who both knew well and loved still more, and who conferred on us spiritual instead of the spiritual immortality, the latter kind of static, immortality that would have been transformed man into an undying wandering Jew.
Into a what?
Undying wandering Jew.
To an undying wandering Jew. I'm gonna just let that sink in. Now, these are your top level Masons. This is what they were. Top level Masons. 33rd degree. When they come around, you rise. Just like when you're in a courtroom, all rise. They do the same thing in Masonry. He comes in, all rises. They do their little salute. I don't know what they say. Say goodbye, Hashem. I don't know what they say. Say goodbye, Hashem. You Lucifer. I don't know why. I don't know. They say some shit. You know what I'm saying? They probably do. Let's go to the next slide. Now, the next slide is the Jesuit order. Anybody knows who the Jesuit order is? In the Catholic Church. They're literally the Assassin's Creed of the Catholic Church. That's what they are. And one main thing they do is they infiltrate churches to sway you towards the Catholic doctrine. That's what they do. This in there. Listen. I could have went to so many power. Listen, this PowerPoint could have been 8 hours long, but I'm gonna bring it out in future classes. That's the thing, right? I bought you mad because I don't got it all in there. Look at them. Like, you should have put it in there, brother. Going off. Yeah, read that. Next slide. Jesuit order.
Jesuit order from the 1540s, from modern Latin, Jesuita, member of the Society of Jesuit, air quotation, Society of Jesus.
Society of Jesus. That's what Jesuit means. Yeah.
Founded 1533 by Ignatius Loyola to combat
Protestantism.
Protestantism.
Protestantism is what the Israelites were doing in Europe. And I brought this out. This is the Reformation era, when the Israelites in Europe were fighting against the Catholic Church. Right. They were fighting against the Catholic Church to bring back the true doctrine. This is what they were doing. Israelites in Europe. And the Jesuit order was created to fight them. So if they were fighting us back then, you don't think they're doing it now? And I ain't just talking about Christian churches. They don't care about Christian church. They own the Christian church. I'm talking about camps. You don't think they're trying to send in an agent unaware? Trying to, quote unquote, expose you? You don't think these men are getting paid? Yeah, read that out.
See, Jesus, their enemies in both Catholic and Protestant lands, accuse them of belief that ends justify means, hence the sense a crafty or dissembling person.
A crafty or dissembling person. There goes that enchanter again. Go ahead.
In the 1630s.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesuitical, deceitful, designing, insinuating in the 1610s.
Now let's go to some quotes about them. Go ahead.
Next slide.
Next slide.
One of the quotes by John Adams.
John Adams, president. Let's see what he says.
My history of the Jesuits is not eloquently written, but it is supported by unquestionable authorities, and very particular and very horrible. Their, speaking on the Jesuit orders, restoration in 1814 by Pope plus the seventh is indeed a step toward darkness, cruelty, despotism, and death. I do not like the appearance of the Jesuits. If ever there was a body of men who merited eternal damnation on earth and in hell, it is this society of Ignatius de Loyola.
This is what he said about the Jesuit order. Let's go to another one. Of course. Let's go to another one. Next slide.
Will be Samuel Morse. He said the Jesuits are a secret society, a sort of Masonic order with super added features of revolting odiousness and 1,000 times more dangerous.
He said these people are dangerous. You see, what the Jesuits do is they come in like you. If you wear a suit and tie, they're going to wear a suit and tie. They do exactly what Paul said. To a Jew, I'm going to become a Jew. They do it on the left-hand side. And you don't think they use our own people against us? If our own people been selling out since back then, they're going to be selling out now. Next slide.
From Hitler. I have learned most of all.
This is Hitler. Right? Hitler, my man's on the low. You know? There was one Edomite to be saved, they gotta be Hitler, brother. Right? Everybody clap it up for Hitler. Damn right. Read that out. Read that.
I have learned most Jesuit order. So far, there has been nothing more imposing on earth than the hierarchical organization of the Catholic Church.
Then the what?
Than the Catholic Church.
Then the Catholic Church.
A good part of that organization I have transported direct to my own party. The Catholic Church must be held up as an example. I will tell you a secret. I am founding an order, and Himmler, who would become head of the Nazi party, I see our Ignatius des Loyola.
So Hitler, the reason why he became powerful, and if you study this more, is because who he studied. He studied the Jesuit order, how they infiltrated, how they were like an Assassin's Creed. Hitler also studied a man known as Henry Ford, which is where you get your cars Ford from. Yeah. Hitler said, concentration camps? You want to know what I learned that from? Reservations that they have Native Americans in. This is why you have to read up on this stuff. Mein Kampf? Which one? Oh, why y'all keep giving people my books, man? Y'all going off, man. Y'all going off. They're taking my books, man. I'm taking all my books back home tonight. It's a lot. Reading my books, man. Go to the next quote.
It's the next one. Next slide. The next one's from Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yeah.
He said the Jesuits are a military organization.
He said they're a military organization. Go ahead.
Not a religious order. Their chief is a general of an army, not the mere father abbot of a monastery. And the aim of this organization is power. Power in its most despotic exercise. Absolute power, universal power, power to control the world by the volition of a single man. Jesuitism is the most absolute of despotisms, and at the same time, the greatest and most enormous of abuses. This is the Emperor of the French.
This is Napoleon. You know who Napoleon is, right? Okay. Next one.
Next slide. This is Marquise de Lafayette. It is in my opinion.
I heard the little Creole come out real quick. I heard you. Okay. Yeah.
It is my opinion that if the liberties of this country, the United States of America, are destroyed, it would be by the subtlety of the Roman Catholic Jesuit priests. For they are the most crafty, dangerous enemies.
Most crafty and dangerous enemies. Yeah.
To civil and religious liberty.
To civil and religious liberty. Yeah.
They have instigated most of the wars of Europe.
They've instigated most of the wars of Europe. See, the Catholic Church, you know the Catholic Church created Islam. I'll bring that out. I'll bring out that class one day. Abadi be amazed. He'd be like, really? Yeah, the Catholic Church has done a lot, right? Because, matter of fact, get that real quick. Their Revelation, I believe, is 16 and 13. Just to touch something real quick. Revelation 16 and 13. Whoever got it first.
Revelation chapter 16 and verse 13.
Can you hear it? Yeah.
And I saw three unclean.
That's it. Yeah.
And I saw three unclean spirits.
The Most High saw three unclean spirits. Yeah.
Like frogs.
Like frogs. Why would they explain like frogs? Because they leaped and hopped all over the world. One of the frogs is the military might, which is controlled from where? Washington, D.C. Another one of the frogs is the political banking systems, which is controlled where? By inner London, because there's an inner London. The other one is what? Is Rome, the Vatican. All of them happen to be districts. And they hopped all over the world. You understand? That's why he explained them as frogs. Come? All right, we could get, that's it on that. Just wanted to bring that out real quick. We'll touch that as well. Yeah, next slide. Come. Next slide.
This is a book to eliminate opiate.
Now, in this is a very good book. Listen, this book shows you that these people control both sides. They'd be like liberal against the conservatives. No. They control both to fulfill their plan. Didn't he say, I'm gonna take these atheists and these Christians and then destroy them both? When they're controlling both sides? Yeah? Read that.
This is to eliminate the opiate. The first major move toward subverting Judaism was made by Francis Carl Anton, who in 1776 organized the Biblical Destruction Group.
The what?
The Biblical Destruction Group.
The Biblical Destruction Group created in 1776. So let's see what's created in 1776. You got Illuminati, America, Biblical Destruction Group. Then you also have something known a little bit later known as the Oxford Movement. I want you to write these things down. The Oxford Movement. Keep reading. Watch this.
A closed circle of intellectuals whose main objective would be to destroy the Bible.
Whose main objective will be to destroy the Bible. Read.
This self-perpetuating group, with the aid of its conspiratorial connections, infiltrated its way into positions of prestige in some of the leading universities of Central Europe.
So they infiltrated, right? Colleges, political environments. This is what they do. Read.
And began what came to be known as a higher criticism movement.
And created the higher criticism movement. What is this called? Textual criticism. Well, the Textus Receptus isn't that good. We got this manuscript over here, and we got the Alexandrius Vaticanus, which is the Codex B, and we got the Alexandrius here, and this is what they do to discredit what? The King James, not just the Bible. The King James. This is what they do. Then they create something known as paleography, which is the study of ancient manuscripts. So they're creating all of this to infiltrate and do that witchcraft and that enchantment to keep you dumb, deaf, and blind. This is what they do. They created these movements. Keep reading out.
Stripped of its intellectual pretensions, the higher criticism movement.
The higher criticism movement, textual criticism. Now you got these Christians, textual criticism, you don't want to. Shut the hell up, my man. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah?
Has been nothing but a long-term chipping away, little by little, at the integrity of the Bible.
Go ahead.
As the inspired word of God.
So it little by little chipped away of the integrity of the inspired word of God. So little by little, they continue to be like, well, over here it said this, and over here, but what about this manuscript? And over here is to make you not believe in the Bible. And they're succeeding. Keep reading.
Leading literally millions of both Jews and Christians to adopt or inherit a skeptical attitude toward the Bible.
So they're leading both Jews and Christians to adopt or inherit a skeptical attitude toward the Bible. Watch this.
Its results have been devastating to Western civilization.
Its results have been devastating to Western civilization. I'll let that sink in for a second. Next slide.
This is the UBS and Vatican that supervises all modern Bible translations.
So they utilize all modern Bible translations. The UBS, the United Biblical Society, they're the ones that control all your modern translations. They're the ones that control your Strongs and your Thayer's lexicons. They're the one that controls your Bible apps. They control all of this. Read that.
The text shared by these two editions was adopted internationally by Bible societies.
Mm-hmm.
And following an agreement between the Vatican.
Following an agreement between the what?
The Vatican.
Between the Vatican, yeah.
And the United Bible Societies. It has served as the basis for new translations and for revisions made under their supervision.
So they literally created a New Testament. That's literally what they did. This is why when you read things like the NIV and many of these other damn Bibles outside of what I like to call the authorized version, which is the King James, there's a lot of things different. There's verses also missing. There's pieces of verses missing. Because this is what they do. You understand that? Yeah, finish it up.
This marks a significant step with regard to interconfessional relationships. It should naturally be understood that this text is a working text in the sense of the
this text is a working text. Maybe they're going to keep editing it. They're going to keep changing it. Good.
In the working sense of the century-long Nestle tradition.
The Nestle tradition. Nestle Allen. Remember these names. They will be in future classes when we go more and more into the deviancy of Esau. More and more into who this serpent is. Con? Finish it up.
It is not to be considered as definitive, but as a stimulus to further efforts towards defining and verifying the text of the New Testament. For many reasons, however, the present edition has not been deemed as appropriate occasion for introducing textual changes.
All right, that's it on the, you can take the PowerPoint now. That's it on the PowerPoint. Let's go to Sirach 28 and 13. Somebody else get Psalms 37 and 35. And we're gonna somebody hold Genesis 3. We gotta read that again. Read Sirach.
This is Sirach, chapter 28, verse 13. Curse the whisperer and the double tongue.
You see, Esau has a double tongue, like a snake. He'll tell you a lie and a truth all at the same time. He'll play this side, but really about this side. This is what they do. Good?
Curse the whisperer and double tongue.
Good?
For such have destroyed many that were at peace.
For such have destroyed many that were at peace. Read the other precept. 37 and 35.
Psalm chapter 7.
37.
Psalm chapter 37 and verse 35.
Good.
I have seen the wicked in great power.
So you see the wicked in great power. Good.
Spreading himself like a green bay tree.
And he spread himself like a green bay tree, meaning he overshadowed the entire earth. Because he's deceiving this entire earth. Does not the book of Revelation said all the nations drunk the wine of her fornication? And then Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7 says Babylon is the golden cup in the Lord's hand. This is Babylon, right here. America is the golden cup in the Lord's hand. This is why the prophets are rising up right here to prophesy against this nation. Yeah.
Why do you call it the golden cup? Or because, all right, king. King.
Just take notes out. Just take notes. I appreciate you. I know you're a little excited right now. It's all good. Appreciate the excitement. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 3.
This is Genesis chapter 3,
Okay,
verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made.
Say it again from the top, Slaki.
Now the serpent,
the enchanter, go ahead,
was more subtle than any beast of the field,
was more subtle than any beast of the field, go ahead.
which the Lord God had made.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Jump down to verse 4.
Verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not certainly
So
die.
you're not going to die. You're going to be immortal. Read.
Verse 5. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened,
Then your eyes are going to be opened. Go ahead.
and ye shall be as gods.
And ye shall be as gods. Same thing Esau tells you today. Follow after us. We have the way. Same thing in the garden. Read that, Barack.
This is Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
The wolf and the lamb shall feed together.
The wolf and the lamb is going to feed. See, this is going to happen. Go ahead.
And the lion shall eat straw like the bullock.
Go ahead.
Dust shall be the
And
serpent's meat.
dust shall be the serpent's meat. You see, Esau is going to be brought low for everything they're doing upon the earth. Finish it up.
They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord.
Revelation 12. Revelation 12 and 9.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9.
Yeah.
And the great dragon.
And the great dragon. Who's that great dragon? Rome. Yeah.
The great dragon was cast out.
Was cast out.
That old serpent.
That what?
That old serpent.
That what?
Old serpent.
That old serpent from where? Genesis. From the garden. Yeah.
Called the devil.
Called the what?
Called the devil.
Called the devil. So the white man is the devil. Yeah.
And Satan,
Mm-hmm.
which deceiveth the whole world.
Which deceiveth the whole world. Yeah.
Was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
So he's going to be cast down. And all of his angels, meaning all his political powers, all his messengers, all his deceivers, all his liars, will be cast down with him. Come. All right, let's go to Ezekiel 28. Ezekiel chapter 28. Now, there's something in the Bible, right? That's called context. But there's also something that speaks proverbially. You understand what I'm saying? So contextually speaking, Ezekiel 28 is talking about the ancient empire of Tyre, right? Barak, spit out the dates. I know you got them off the top of the head. Go ahead.
Roughly around 600, or what we would call the 7th era BC, and the king here specifically would be named Ithbaal III.
Ithbaal III in Tyre. You want to give a little brief history on it? Yeah.
So to pretty much give a preface on it, nothing too long, Ezekiel is prophesying to pretty much all the nations all throughout what Yeshaya has gone over called the walkthrough, and pretty much within this context, as he did say, it is historical, but he brought out Hosea 12 and 10 earlier to also give the fact that the Lord uses similitudes and he multiplies visions. So as we can read something within the historical context, it is also spiritual. You can also extract and take greater from it. And to pretty much, surmise, the Tyrian Empire was taken siege by Nebuchadnezzar for 13 years because the land is pretty much surrounded by water. So you can't really take siege to a massive land that's surrounded by water. And they were rich being in trade and everything that you could possibly imagine. And then this is why it also says in the book of Amos and also within other parts of the Bible that it talks about how they traded us. These are those merchants that are the descendants of Ham that were doing what? Merchants, trading, things of that nature. It just so happens that the same people who are just their descendants sold us off into slavery.
Damn. What happened, huh? The whole joint broke? It's because Barack muscles. Rocky. Sorry, I'm gonna hold it like a man can. So good. Damn. Technical thing. Always a technical. It's Esau, man. You know? Keep going. All right, let's go. Let's go to Ezekiel 28. Read that. And somebody else get Revelation 18:5, and somebody else get Hosea 12:7. I'm gonna show you something.
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 1. The word of the Lord came unto me again. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God.
You see, didn't we read that in 2 Thessalonians? Don't you also read that in Isaiah 14 from 12 on down? Son of the morning, O Lucifer, how art thou fallen from heaven? You have said in thine heart, you will be like the Most High. Read it again.
Because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said.
Because thine heart is lifted up. Is not Esau prideful? Because the pride of thine heart, doesn't it say that in the book of Obadiah? Okay, read.
I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas.
Go ahead.
Yet thou art a man and not God.
Mm-hmm.
Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
Go ahead.
Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
Thou art wiser than Daniel. Why? Because of the dark sentences that Esau uses. It's not in the book of Daniel. How a man of fierce countenance speaking dark sentences shall rise up. Speaking of Greece, the white man. Go ahead.
Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Go ahead.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches,
Mm-hmm.
and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures.
Into thy treasures. Let's go to Hosea 12:7.
Hosea chapter 12, verse 7.
And Barak concord the word merchant. Read it.
It's Hosea chapter 12, verse 7.
Go ahead.
He is a merchant.
He is a what?
He is a merchant.
He is a merchant. Go ahead.
The balances of deceit
The balances of deceit, go ahead,
are in his hands.
are in his hands. Finish it up.
He loveth to oppress.
He loves to oppress. So he is a merchant. What is that word for merchant?
It is Canaan, which is Canaan.
Which is Canaan. So that's the word for merchant there. Canaan. Which is the son of Ham. Which is Tyre. But the Lord is speaking parabolically here. He said the merchant. You got the balances of deceit in your hand, and you love to oppress. That's the white man. Why is the white man, why is the Lord comparing the white man to the Canaanites? Because he's speaking parabolically. I body like, yeah, why? I body. You killing me today, boy. Lord of grace. He said, yeah, why? Tell me, God. Yeah. Read, go back to matter of fact, get Revelation. Yep, you know what I want.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Go ahead.
God hath remembered her iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Go ahead.
Double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11. All the merchants of the earth shall weep.
All the merchants of the earth. Go ahead.
All the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
Mm-hmm.
For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Because no man buys their merchandise anymore. Because who's the top merchant on earth? America. Esau. Go ahead.
The merchandise of gold and silver.
Matter of fact, that's it on that. Go back to Ezekiel 28.
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic, thou hast increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Go ahead.
Therefore thus saith the Lord God, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations.
And that's when they shall hate the whore. In the book of Revelation chapter 17. When America begins to be hated by all the countries that are round about her. And everybody that is confederate with thee shall come against thee. Book of Obadiah. Keep reading.
The terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Go ahead.
They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the depths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas.
Go ahead.
But thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God, but thou shalt be a man and no God, in the hand of him that slayeth thee.
So this is also proverbially speaking of America being destroyed. You understand? Because Esau is compared to being the top merchants on earth. And the top merchants on earth in the ancient world was Tyre and Zidon, which was Canaanite nations. Con? All right, let's go to, matter of fact, yeah, let's go to Salaki. Let's go to Daniel. Daniel chapter 8. And verse 23.
It's Daniel chapter 8 and verse 23. And in the latter time of their kingdom.
And in the latter time of their kingdom, once again, Daniel 8, contextually, is talking about Greece. But we can also apply this to now. That's why I brought up what? There's nothing new under the sun. He declared the end from the beginning. And he uses multitudes and similitudes of the visions of the prophets. You could listen, people could have all that scholarship, but what is the scholarship without the Spirit of the Lord? It's nothing. Go ahead, read that.
And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance.
A king of fierce countenance, go ahead.
And understanding dark sentences.
That's that wisdom and understanding dark sentences, being able to speak parabolically to you, right? Being able to soothsay you, make you believe in anything. Read.
And understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
Go ahead.
And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
And he's going to destroy the children of Israel. This is the rise of Esau.
And through his policy,
And through his policy, through his laws,
he shall cause craft to prosper in
he
his
shall
hand.
cause craft, that witchcraft, that deceit, that rocking you to sleep, making you believe in lies, to prosper.
He shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
And by peace shall destroy many.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without head.
See, he's going to try to stand up against Yawasap, but it's not going to work. But just as the Most High hardened the heart of Pharaoh, he's going to harden the heart of the Edomites in that day. Let's go to Psalms 140. Psalms 140. Verse 1.
Psalm chapter 140, verse 1.
Yeah.
Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man.
And that's what we ask the Lord to do every day. Yeah.
Preserve me from the violent men,
Yeah.
which imagine mischiefs in their heart.
Which imagine mischiefs in his heart. Yeah.
Continually are they gathered together for war.
Yeah.
They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent.
Read it again.
They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent.
See, they sharpen their tongues like a serpent, man. They speak marvelous things. Doesn't the book of Revelation say that? That the beast shall speak marvelously? Yeah?
Adder's poison is under their lips.
Adder's poison is under their lips. Because if you continue to believe in what Esau's telling you, you're going to die. Do you understand that? Isaiah chapter 47. Start at verse 8.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 8. Therefore, hear now, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none is beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
And that's the heart of Esau. Right? That's Psalms 49 and 11. They think this place is going to continue forever, and their generation shall be passed down, and America will never be destroyed. You're never going to call me a widow. Read.
Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment and one day, the loss of children and the widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries.
For the multitude of your sorceries and your witchcrafts and your lies and your deceit. Yeah?
And for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
And what?
And for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Yeah?
For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me.
See, they think nobody's going to believe them. This is why they termed Salakia. This is why they coined the term conspiracy theory. Even though, once again, there are some theories out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of weird shit that people go into. Like, I'm going to bring it up again. Reptilians. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Reptilians? Shamai, they think there's a reptilian out there. Huh? Like, what's going on, man? If there's a reptilian, the Esau is the reptilian. That's my doctrine. Yeah, read that.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13.
And none else beside me. Jump down to verse 13. Yeah.
Verse 13.
No, matter of fact, verse 12.
Verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments.
See, the Lord says, yeah, stand with your enchantments, man. Yeah?
and with the multitude of thy sorceries,
Go ahead.
wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Go ahead.
If so be thou shalt be able to profit,
Mm-hmm.
if so be thou mayest prevail.
Go ahead.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
You see, the white man is wearied in the multitude of his counsels because they continue to come together and say, how are we going to stop them from rising up? How are we going to stop these Israelites from keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? How? Let's create some new weed strand. Let's make some new hot rapper, make them fornicate. Let's create this new drug and put it into the neighborhoods. We gotta do something. Go ahead.
Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly
Prognosticators.
prognosticators
Go ahead.
stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Now jump go to the book of Nahum. Let's go to the book of Nahum. Some brothers like, yo, where Nahum at? I ain't never read that one, brother. Let me see who got that first. 3. Some brothers still flipping the pages. let me stop messing with y'all here. Some brothers just said, man, I'm Googling it, man. Nahum what? After Micah. Nahum 3 and verse 4.
Nahum chapter 3 and verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot.
Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. What's that harlot? America. That harlot that rideth upon the beast, man, with 7 heads and 10 horns. The book of Revelation 17. Yeah.
The mistress of witchcraft.
The mistress of witchcrafts. Yeah.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms. Mm-hmm.
And families through her witchcraft.
And families through her witchcrafts. You see that? The entire Bible is prophesying the destruction of America, the rising of the children of Israel. It's all through the scriptures. Let's get Isaiah 14, 29.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
Rejoice not thou, whole Palestina.
Mm-hmm.
Salakia.
From the top out.
Rejoice not thou, whole Palestina, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken.
Because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. Go ahead.
For out of the serpent's root.
Out of the serpent's root. Out of Esau. Go ahead.
Shall come forth
a cockatrice. A cockatrice. See, the Most High speaking proverbially once again. That cockatrice is Amalek. That person that was to rule the world. You read that in Numbers chapter, what's that, 24 and 20? Amalek was the first of the nations. Amalek was the chiefest nation on earth. Read.
And his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent.
And his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent. Let's go to Revelation 12 again. 12 and, let me see. Salaki, one second. Where it says red dragon. 3, verse 3.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
There appeared another wonder in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And behold, a great red dragon.
Once again, this is Rome, that great red dragon. Look up the word red. Got it?
The where it is G4450, Poros, having the color of fire, red or flame colored.
You see that? That's that fiery dragon. I'm gonna go back to Isaiah. See how the Most High uses similitudes.
It's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 29. Rejoice not thou, O Palestina, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. For out of the serpent's root
Out of the serpent's root, out of Esau, yeah,
shall come forth a cockatrice,
which is the powers that are running now, Amalek, yeah,
and his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent.
and his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent. Read.
And the firstborn of the poor shall feed,
Mm-hmm.
and the needy shall lie down in safety.
You see, this is when Yahweh returns, yeah,
And I will kill thy root with famine,
and he's gonna kill the root with famine, yeah,
and he shall slay thy remnant.
and he's gonna slay the remnant. He's gonna slay the remnant of those that survive nuclear thermal destruction, and he's gonna put them in chains. You understand that? Let's go to Genesis 3:15. The verse that nobody understands. Be like, how can a woman have a seed? Genesis, shut that up. These Christians get on my nerves. Virgin birth. Yeah. You say so. Read.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman,
Mm-hmm.
and between thy seed and her seed.
Mm-hmm.
It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
See, that's talking about Jacob and Esau. You understand that? Jacob and Esau. That fight happening in the belly. The fight that is still happening now. Did not the Most High say, I will war with Amalek from generation to generation? And then prophesy, Amalek shall be the first of the nations? See, this is what the scriptures are talking about. Once again, if the white man is not the devil, then who is he? If the white man is not Esau, then who is he? If America is not Mystery Babylon, then where is it? Anybody got any questions? Abadi, you sure you don't got no questions? He was excited, boy. He raised his hand 8 times. I had to look away from him. I said, this guy. Yeah, I know you're gonna call me throughout the week. Got some? Take us out.
Imagine Mupani Makudam. Repeat after me. Shakaya up.
Shakaya up.
Maya.
Maya.
Yabayan.
Yabayan.
Manasatar.
Manasator.
Wat Nakwa.
Was Nakwa.
Naya.
Naya.
Gam.
Ram.
Masajim.
Masajim.
Kashat Abadka.
Kashat Ibadka.
Laabaya.
Ma'abaya.
Az'a.
Azza.
Yatham.
Yatham.
Wa.
Wa.
Nakwatya.
Nakwatya.
Thaya.
Thaya.
Mapashai.
Mapashad.
Rabya.
Rabya.
Mama.
Mama.
Yazaka.
Yazaka.
Na'ai.
Na'ai.
Atha Arak.
Arak.
Wala Shamar.
Wala Shamar.
Kandabarka.
Kalabarka.
Gamal.
Gamal.
Al-Abadka.
Al-Abadka.
Al-Khayat.
Al-Khayat.
Wa.
Wa.
Shamara.
Ashamara.
Gabarka.
Nabarka.
Nalapa.
Nalapa.
Napasha.
Nabasha.
Mafawaga.
Mathawaga.
Kwayam Naya.
Kwayamnaya.
Kandabarka.
Kalabarka.
Laka Anya.
Naka'anya.
Hawa.
Hawa.
Shayai.
Shayai.
Naya Nayar.
Nayan.
La.
La.
Ragoy.
Wagoy.
Barka.
Nabarka.
Wa Awar.
Wa'awar.
La.
La.
Nathaya,
Nathaya.
Thaya,
Thaya.
Magadol,
Magadol.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Wawab,
Awab.
Yaratazal,
Yaratazal.
Tazadak,
Tazadak.
Wanab,
Wanab.
Shagad,
Shaddai.
Bahasham,
Bahasham.
Magad,
Magad.
Nawah,
Nawaf.
Mashak,
Mashak.
Kawalayat,
Kawalayat.
Yachayat,
Yachayat.
Yamyanyat,
Yamyanyat.
Yahawashai,
Yahushai.
Aman.
Aman.
This is the translation. You can understand his errors. Cleanse thou me from secret faults. He back thy servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me. Then I shall be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. My soul melted for heaviness. Strengthen thou me according unto thy word. I am thine. Save me. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. In the name of your precious anointed one and only begotten right hand, Yahweh Shai, we pray. Aman. Aman.
Aman.